Hello, welcome. In this short video, let us look at the definition of the impulse signal in terms of the unit step signal, and also look at an intuitive understanding of this relation, and finally derive this relation from the first principles of differentiation. In a previous video, we learned that the unit step signal u of t is related to the impulse signal as integral from minus infinity to t delta of tau d tau, where delta of tau is the impulse signal. Now by inverting the relation, we can clearly see that the impulse signal delta of t is equal to the derivative of the unit step signal. So the impulse signal is represented by basically an impulse at time t equal to 0, whose magnitude is assumed to be 1. Now let us look at an intuitive understanding of this impulse signal, especially its definition in terms of derivative of the unit step signal. From the definition of the unit step signal, we know that the unit step signal u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than 0 and 0 for t less than 0. U of t is equal to 1 for t greater than 0 and 0 for t less than 0. So clearly the derivative, that is du of t dt, is equal to 0 for values of t greater than 0 and for values of t less than 0. But however, the derivative is not defined in the strict theoretical sense at t equal to 0. Since u of t is basically a constant for t greater than 0, so its derivative should be 0 for t greater than 0. And for t less than 0, the value is constant and it is equal to 0, so there is no change. That means there is no derivative. However, at t equal to 0, there is a discontinuity. Strictly speaking, there should not be any derivative. Now let us look at an approximation of the unit step signal, which will give us an intuitive understanding of why the derivative of the unit step signal is an impulse signal. Let us define u delta of t as follows. That is, it has the following structure. At t equal to 0, the value has a slope. At t equal to 0, the signal has a slope, and then at t equal to delta, it becomes equal to 1. And for t less than 0, it should be 0. So this is the time axis and this is u of delta of t. We can easily see that the unit step signal is basically a limit of this approximation. That is, as delta becomes 0, this approximation becomes the unit step signal, because as this delta approaches 0, this continuous signal basically becomes a discontinuity and it becomes the unit step signal. Now if we look at the derivative of the signal in this region, it is basically equal to 1 by delta, which is equal to tan of this angle. That is, the opposite side is equal to 1 and the adjacent side is equal to delta. So the slope is equal to 1 by delta. Therefore, the derivative of this approximation, that is delta of t, which is equal to the derivative of this approximation function u delta of t, is equal to 1 by delta for the values of time between 0 and delta and 0 elsewhere. Graphically, it can be represented as follows. That is, between 0 and delta, it has a constant value 1 by delta, and everywhere else it's basically 0. So this is a pulse signal. And note that the area is always going to be equal to 1 by delta into delta, which is 1. That is, this pulse signal has a area equal to 1. And as delta gets closer and closer to 0, you can easily see that this pulse becomes an impulse. And strictly speaking, the magnitude should be equal to infinity, but conventionally it is denoted by 1, which is denoting the area of this pulse. So this is the impulse signal, which is basically a limit to the pulse signal. Now let us look at how we can derive the definition of the delta function from first principles, that is, by using this definition. The pulse signal can be written as, that is, this is equal to delta of t, that is 0 for t less than 0 and equal to 1 by delta for values of time between 0 and delta, and 0 for t greater than delta. So this signal can be written as the difference between two signals. The first one is u of t, and the second one is a delayed version of the unit step signal, which is u of t minus delta. Therefore, the pulse signal can be seen as the difference between the unit step signal and its delayed version multiplied by the magnitude of the pulse signal, which is equal to 1 by delta u of t minus u of t minus delta. This difference has a magnitude of 1, so when you multiply it with 1 by delta, it becomes the pulse signal. Now applying the limit with delta tending to 0, the approximation becomes limit as delta tends to 0, 1 by delta multiplied by u of t minus delta, which is nothing but the definition of a derivative of ut with respect to t, and this is the impulse signal. Therefore, the impulse signal is a derivative of the unit step signal. Thanks for watching.